Are we sitting comfortably? And let's begin. I dermaplaned my face last night. Dermaplaned? It's like got a new layer of life. It's stunning. Anyway, shut up. Let's get on with the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we have got an extremely exciting video because I am doing a get ready with me for, you guessed it, we're going on a walk. So usually for the last couple of years that we've been in lockdown, I haven't really been wearing makeup when I went out. Couldn't be bothered. I haven't actually been going out that much. I don't remember the last time I went to Tesco. I'm going to chuck some makeup on my face. Nothing too extreme. The aim is as glowy as possible, as bronzed as possible. Let's dive in head first and start with primer. Going in with primer, I'm going to use the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone primer. Really love this stuff actually. I've used this, it's probably my third time in using it and I absolutely love it. Honestly, you're going to stop barking. So I'm going to pop this on my skin. I'm just only keeping this to my T-zone, anywhere where I've got really prominent pores. So I'm going to now apply the NYX Honey Dew Me Up primer and I absolutely love this stuff. It creates such a lovely glow to the skin. It just, if you want to look fresh, this is what you need. I love how it applies to the skin. If you haven't tried dermaplaning your face, I highly recommend you give it a go. A lot of people think that if you are to use a razor on a blade on your face, then everything's going to grow back thicker and faster. It's a myth. It's proven that your face hair will grow back exactly how it did before you removed it. I think it's the only part of your body that does that, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. So for foundation, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. This is their dewy version and it's in the shade Desert Beige. Now I love this stuff. I probably used this in my last couple of videos, but honestly, it's such a beautiful finish. And I'm just going to take one spatula worth and distribute that on my face. Right, I'm going to start with that much. We've probably got a little bit left on that spatula, but I think we should be fine with this much. Now I'm just taking my sponge and I am bouncing this into the skin. As always, we're matching to our neck and not our face. My face is pretty tanned at the moment, but yeah, we're just matching to the neck to make a seamless blend. Using the Beauty Blender. I'm not going to tell you how long I've got this, 2 years. I should really chuck it away and get a new one, but if you clean it, I suppose, then it's absolutely fine. I clean mine every use, just because it always feels fresh when I use it. But I love this. I've got lots of other sponges, like I've got the Real Technique sponges, I've got their complexion sponge, but I always seem to come back to this one, just because I love. It's a very airy sponge. Now, because it's so airy, I just feel like it does create an airbrush look. Invest. This has lasted me ages. If you clean it, it's going to last. It's going to get, you're definitely going to get your money's worth. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this to sit on my face, literally just for 60 seconds before I go in and apply anything else, just so I can really let it sit and set. That's what I've been liking doing at the moment. Our neighbour has been blasting his car with a power washer for, I kid you not, the last 2 hours. And I've taken breaks and I've waited patiently, but now I've had enough. I really want to use this. Now, I was going to save this for a first impressions, but it just looks such a nice colour, I want to stick it on my eyelids. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Used to have this back in the day, and I really liked it. I never ever repurchase stuff. I always like to try new products. So I'm using this in the shade 10, and I'm just going to... How am I open it? I'm just going to start by putting this under the eyes. I don't know how much I will need, so we're just going to start small. Really like that colour. Let's blend this tiny amount in. That is quite... No, I know that's not going to be enough, so we'll just use this for now. And I'm just going to work this in. Wow! That is really nice. I am going to pop a second layer on, but, you know, it does its job nicely. Blends out like a dream. I'm going to pop another layer. And I'm just taking this around the eye. Our local KFC has opened. So it opened on Wednesday. It's now Sunday when I'm filming this. I have had 4 already. So I'm going to pop this in different places now just to highlight and add a bit of coverage. So around my nose and on my chin and on my forehead. Can you see that not a lot of product goes on I'm going to also reverse contour as well. Really liking this setup. I just feel like it looks more airy and bright and big, and it's just so much comfier. Okay, so I am going to take my absolute beloved, this Ride or Die, Bury Me With It. It's the the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. This is in the shade Toast. I'm going to use this everywhere that I want to contour. It's the perfect shade for bronzing whilst highlighting, bronzing whilst contouring at the same time. Applying this to my cheekbones. And then here is where my favourite part is. I'm going to take it as my nose contour, starting from the inner corner of the brow and then coming straight down, and I'm going to do the other side. And then because I've got quite a bulbous nose, I like to fill it in the sides here. I used to, and my mistake was that I used to bake with a highlighting shade around here, but it just makes it look really unnatural, so I like to fill in these side bits here and take it underneath. Looks crazy right now, but bear with. And then I like to take it all the way down here as well, just to cup and also lift it up. Little bit under the chin, and then in the centre of my cupid's bow, not on my cupid's bow, but can you see it then deepens it slightly? And I'm just bouncing this into the skin, lifting up as always. Don't want to drag down your contour, it's going to make it muddy. It's not going to give you that effect of a contoured, chiseled look. But as you can see, it's the most beautiful bronze shade. So I've blended everything else out and I've just left my nose contour. And the reason for this is I like to leave it to set slightly, just so that when I come in to blend it, it's not smearing all over the face. I say this every time, but yeah, that's why I love this one, because you can allow it to sit on the skin. I'm going to stick some cream blusher on as well. I probably will go back over the top with some more blush, but as we're on the creams, we might as well follow through. I'm going to take the shade Peach Puff. If I want to, I might take Taupe Tango just to deepen it up slightly, but this is the MUA Blush Liquid Cream. I know that these are very similar to the iconic London liquid blushes, and it's exactly the same for those. What I will be doing is I'm going to take a little bit of this, I'm going to squirt it on the back of my hand, as much as I hate doing this with fake tan, but whatever. Take a little bit like this, and this is this is pretty much the same colour as one of the iconic London ones. And I'm just patting and working this onto my brush so I can take it onto the cheeks. It just leaves the most beautiful glow. I'm going to take some more. I'm going to layer this up today, guys. I think I might actually go in with the taupe one as well. So here's the taupe one, a little bit of that one because we don't want too much, because I've been applying blush for about 7 years already. Now let's move on to setting. That's probably a good place to start. What shall I use? I don't really want to bake today, so I'm going to use this to set my under eyes. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in 001 Transparent and the 300 Brush and Roll Techniques. This is such a throwback product. I don't want to, that's as matte as I want to go. Ooh, they look flawless. No more powder, that is it. Which some people hate. My friend Georgia was like, do not set your whole face. I was like, no. Which is my fault if anything goes patchy, because technically if you're putting wet on top of a powder, it is probably going to go patchy. Now we're going in with a bronzer. I'm going to use this on my eyes and my face. This is the MAC Give Me Sun. Taking this brush for bronzer is insane. It's dirty, but it's insane. This is this Style Pro S102 brush. Never heard of this brand until I got a brush cleaning set from them for Christmas, and it came with a couple of these brushes. It's actually amazing. The bristles on them are so good. And they're a great bronzing brush. And then I'm just patting this onto the cheeks and where we've contoured, just to add that warmth back into the skin. If you guys want to see like a dedicated glowy, because this is kind of a get ready with me, do you know what I mean? But I can do a glowy look for you if you really wanna. Right, I suppose I should take something on my lid. I wasn't gonna use any eye primer or anything, but they are veiny, so I'm just going to take some of the concealer actually, pop this on my lids, very small amount. Work this colour of bronzer into my eyes. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe. This is the JH30 brush, and I'm going to use this in my crease and blend it out just to make it as bronzed as possible. I'm taking small amounts and we'll see how we get on. I'm also going to take this underneath the lashes. So very, very simple with the brows. I'm taking the Iconic London Brow Silk. Still getting to grips whether I like this product or not. It does leave bits in my brows, and I've given up with the brush entirely that it comes with. I'm going to work this product in just to map out where we want our brows to be. This is a brilliant product if you don't want to apply anything to your brows, but like, you know, a no makeup look, it's fantastic for. You get that shape, but you also get the definition because it's really pressing those brow hairs down to make them more defined. Now, so I can leave it just at that, but I think I'm going to add a tiny bit of colour in them. I just want to flick up the fronts. Recently, I've been loving the Ka-Brow by Benefit, which I never used to like. I thought that it looked very unnatural, but the way I have been using it, let me find my brush. So your trick is you need to take something that's quite a sturdy, small angle brush. You don't want anything that's a bit woo. It needs to be sturdy so that you can really print those hairs back onto it. Taking a really small amount of product, so I'm wiping off the excess around the sides and then going in and I'm gently flicking up. Okay, and I'm going to do that on the other side. So that's the brows done. I'm just going to go and apply my mascara. I'm taking the Mally Volumizing Mascara. This is a QVC Find. Ooh! With a natural, no makeup, glowy look. Curling your lashes is so underrated, so I'm just going to curl my lashes now. I don't know whether I'm going to do bottom lash, so for now I'm just going to do top and I can always add it at the end. Mascara on. Okay, so I think it's just blush and highlight to go now. Oh, and lips, but that's dead simple as well. Yes! Okay, this is the Sleek Blush in the shade Life's a Peach. Looks very scary, but it's actually very subtle. I'm just going to use a duo fibre brush. This is that duo fibre? Why do I think that's called a duo fibre brush? I swear it is. Anyway, it's very light, so I'm just going to apply some of that to the brush. As you can see, not much really comes up in terms of colour, so I'm just going to pop this and flick this on the skin. I'm going to take this over my nose actually. And now I'm going to set my face using the MORPHE Luminous Setting Spray. Gonna give this a couple of spritz. Happy days. Hello. Also, one thing that I would mention about the MORPHE sprays is their mists are so fine, which is a good thing, that you have to go so much closer to your face than I'm used to. Normally I'm like, but you need to take it really close to your skin. I'm gonna wait for this to dry and then I will do my highlighter once it's a little bit damp. But for now, let's do the lips. Dead simple, I'm just going to take a clear gloss. Do I line them? No, I don't want to line them. So this is the Peaches and Cream Lip Gloss in the shade Clear. As you can see, this is just like such a wet looking gloss. Oh, and they smell so good. Can you eat it? Ew. Now, I can do my highlight. I'm using the Wet n Wild highlighter powder, which is gorgeous. This is in the shade Precious Petals. And I'm just going to take a little dab of that and we're just going to run that on the high points of the cheek. It just creates the most beautiful wet look on the skin. Okay, down the nose and on the nose. I'm going to take a really small brush. This is the Jessup Petite Eye Blender in 223. Just going to take a little bit of that and apply it lightly onto the brow bone and in the inner corner, because why not? Can you not? Sorry, a brush fell to the bottom of my pot. Don't do that again, I swear to God. Ooh, I think we're done. And if you want to, you can set again. I'm actually going to set, I wasn't going to, but I'm going to set using the All Nighter setting spray, just because we are a little bit on the shiny side, so I just don't want anything to be slipping and sliding whilst we're in the sun. So I've just given myself a quick facelift, and this is it. Thank you. So this is the finished look. I love it. Honestly, put yourself that hair in a ponytail and it literally changes your whole entire face. So that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to see more, you might not. I mean, it's totally understandable. Thanks for watching, and oh, stay safe, guys.